Well, it's a decision that Alison has made for you, Hattie. Jess, aren't you hungry?
But the teachers are treating me differently. I hate that.
Oh, yes. How?
Dunno, just make me feel different.
Daddy?
Just a minute, Jess. Look, Hattie, you are different insofar as that you're only going to be in school a short time till we go to America. But you are being educated.
I should be learning something useful for Boston.
Well, you are having baked beans. I think we'll have to talk to Alison about this.
Where do baked beans come from?
Tins.
Car's still no better. Just as well I told Anna to get a taxi from the airport. Enough to feed an army in here, young lady.
Just to feed an Annabelle. I'm just thick, I am.
We'll all be thick around the waist if we eat this lot.
She'll have been eating French foods.
So?
She won't want what I'm cooking, will she? Quiche and that.
Well, quiche is French, like its name. Like yours, too, for that matter.
Is it?
Louise Chérie, you have a very French name.
You really love her, don't you?
Yeah, well, of course I do. She's my wife. Well, let's get these inside, shall we? Hello.
Oh, hello, Paul. You look like you've got enough to feed the 5,000 there.
It's Annabelle. She's coming home tonight and I'm cooking her tea.
Dinner. Chrissy, I meant to ask you, any joy from the sponsors?
Oh, Paul, I'm sorry. I just haven't had the chance yet. You know how it is. But please give my love to Annabelle.
If you want, you can come over and see her after.
No, it's all right, love. Thanks all the same. I'm going off to a hen party.
You shouldn't have done that, Louise.
Why not? It's a celebration, isn't it?
Yeah, family celebration. Strictly family.
No, you're right. Don't want a house full of strangers, do we? Just us. The family.
Hiya, love. I see your dad got off late this morning. Did they launch the Venus space probe from here?
Oh, he's usually dead tidy, me dad.
Oh, that a housekeeper he isn't. Do you know, I made the classic mistake when I married your father. He's one of those school of men that thinks toilets are self-cleaning. What? Elementary, my dear Watson. If the little woman whips in after you, twirling her brush and her harpic, you think toilets never get dirty, so they don't need cleaning.
Oh, right, Mum, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Mum, couldn't we start using the ecologically sound lav cleaners and stuff?
Sammy, I'm not made of money, love. They cost a fortune.
No, they don't. The supermarkets make their own. They're just as cheap as the ones that poison the sea and kill the fish. And I think we should start using recycled toilet paper. I mean, don't you think it's terrible that they cut down all the world's forests just so we can wipe out?
Thank you. You've made your point, and if you make me a cup of tea, I'll consider it.
Yeah, well, don't consider it too long, or we won't have a planet left. Anyway, you sound like the Queen.
My husband and I.
What is that? Oh, gross.
What does that mean?
It means yuck. You'll have to learn to speak American, you know.
Is there any Chinese people in America?
Yes, thousands and thousands.
Do they speak Chinese like my granddaddy?
No, they speak American only with a Chinese accent. In films they do.
Will you teach me how to speak American with a Chinese accent?
No, who wants to speak American with a Chinese accent? They'll think you're a nerd.
What's a nerd?
You will be if you intend to speak like that.
Honestly.
Couldn't these be peeled before they were boiled?
It said not to in the cookery book. Anyway, there's a pair of rubber gloves over there.
Do you mind? I need a plastic Mac.
I'm sorry. Was Gordon bringing the flowers?
Well, he said so.
Should have been back by now, then.
Maybe his attention was caught by a pansy.
I heard that.
Only a joke, Louise. Humour is still permitted, surely.
Well, I'd be made up if you met a nice fella. I would.
Yeah, well, that's very easy to say.
Why? It's only love.
Life is not a pop song, Louise. There's more to a fulfilled life than, well, that.
You think I don't know anything?
No, I do not. I don't think you're qualified to make assessments about mature emotional attachments.
Well, look, if you love someone, don't you want them to be happy? Well, I do. I want Annabelle Gordon and you to be happy.
Well, I'd be happy if you take over these sadistic hot potatoes.
to the knocking rule.
Why are you moving Caroline's bed?
Because I don't like it where it was, that's why.
What's going on up there?
Hattie's moving the bed.
Creep.
Apparently, Hattie's moving her bedroom furniture around. Well, fanning your space is one thing, but dragging the wardrobes around? OK. How will you be long?
Daddy,
Hold on, another interruption. Yes, Jess?
Hattie mustn't move the bed.
Well, I don't think it's that important.
But it's Caroline's.
While Hattie's living here, it's her bed, all right? Why don't you go and help her? Sorry, where were we?
Jess,
What?
I've got the bed stuck.
Good.
Oh, God, you really are a boring little creep.
She's here.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Where else could it be today?
Mum,
Oh,
how are you?
Mom.
Nice.
Yes?
Mum, have you got any English money?
I'm afraid I haven't.
Lucy?
Why's she come back?
Right, Jess. What's the matter, lad?
Daddy said I shouldn't talk to strangers.
Oh, well, you know me, Sinbad. I might be strange, but I'm not a stranger. Have you been crying?
I'm locked out of the house.
Well, where is everybody?
Gone.
Everybody?
Everybody I want to see.
Ah, well, don't do that. You'll get me at it.
I want my granddad.
Oh, don't cry. Oh. Yeah.
Don't cry, Sinbad.
All right, I won't. I'll take you to go and see him. Come on.
Sammy, is that all you have? Are you sure it'll be enough, love?
Oh, I can make something else. Mum, where did you get that pair of cripplers?
I bought them in the January sales. It's the first chance I've had to wear them. Actually, they're very comfortable.
If you're a stilt walker.
Sammy, you don't think they're too high, do you?
No. But if you stick your head and pass the paint, you'll be able to emulsion the ceiling.
Are they that high?
Oh, Mum, it's a joke.
Well, all the girls dress up when they go out, so I thought I'd better make an effort. Sammy, you sure I look all right?
Yeah. You'll cop off before you get out the taxi.
Sammy, it's a head night. There aren't any men going.
That'll be Evan doing his check-up call. Hi, my name's Sammy and I'm an alcoholic.
Sammy, don't.
Don't you laugh? Hi, Evan. No, you weren't the only one who didn't like it.
Big trouble in Little China.
I do not understand why you're here, Jessica.
Neither do I. Just found her crying on the close, you know. Said she wanted to go see her granddaddy and that. So I didn't have any choice, really, did I?
But what is my son thinking of? Letting his daughter out on the street on her own?
Oh, well, I don't know. I used to see it a lot when I was a kid. Go outside the alehouses and that.
Not Chinese children.
Daddy was talking to Alison on the telephone.
Then I shall talk to my son on the telephone also.
Hey, you know what they say about Chinese food, don't you?
Many things. Most of them untrue.
Oh. Well, I'll get off then, shall I?
Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. I owe you hospitality for bringing my granddaughter here.
Oh, thanks very much.
I'll pay you back for that cab, Gordon, as soon as I can get to the bank.
I have a tape recorder concealed in the foliage, or every word was recorded.
You've done this sort of thing before, have you?
Oh, I found myself doing a lot of things I hadn't bargained for.
When he wasn't being arrested.
Oh, I don't believe a word.
Your brother's become quite a businessman since you went away, Lucy. He'll probably charge you interest on that loan.
Yeah, like all men do one way or another.
Oh, be careful. You'll spoil Louise's arrangement.
Oh, I had to look, only it sounded like Mum had brought home some world-weary French chanteuses. Oh, no. just the same old drama queen.
Oh, don't start bickering, you two. Your mother's tired.
Actually, I got put off trifle when I was in that awful school. I think I'll just have a morsel of brie.
A what?
French cheese, Louise.
Oh, say it again, Dad.
Cecil Beaton always got them to say lesbian.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Lesbian. You can always get Dad to show his teeth if you ask him to say socialist.
I'd forgotten just how incorrigible you two are when you get together.
Doesn't anybody want my trifle then?
You're not starting with hay fever, love, are you?
Smelly your nail varnish.
It's a long conversation you had with Owen. Is everything all right?
Nothing's always all right in anyone else's life. Why should you expect mine to be perfect?
I don't. But I don't expect you to be in tears either.
I'm not. Your nose is running.
Sammy, look at me.
Oh, I've been crying, all right.
I knew there was something wrong. Sometimes you're just like your dad.
What does that mean?
It means that when I ask your dad if there's anything wrong, he tells me that everything is all right, but he lets me know that it isn't. And you're the same. Come on, I'm not going out until you tell me.
You're going to be late for your hen party.
Well, you better tell me then.
Oh, it's nothing. Just put it on me hormones.
Sammy, I'm waiting.
Oh, he only invited me to a party, that's all.
Well, what's the matter with that?
Nothing.
Sammy, just because I look at my watch doesn't mean to say that you can fob me off with any old rubbish. Now, I want to know.
Well, I'm not going because... Well, since I stopped drinking, there doesn't seem any point in going to a party, does there?
Well, that's very sensible of, and I'm proud of you for that. But why the tears, eh?
Because Owen wants to go. He was trying to make me feel guilty for not going, but not for me, for his sake. He didn't think that I might be tempted. He just didn't want to go without a girl.
You don't think you might be being a bit hard on him, love?
Don't you think I'm being a bit of a divvy? Depending on one cripple to help another.
Sammy, now don't talk about yourself like that.
What are you doing?
What?
Well, why are you taking your shoes off?
Ooh, have I? Well, looks like I'm staying in with my daughter instead of going to a stupid party, doesn't it?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, you better phone them then. You're already late.
Be too late to ring now. They've already left. Said I'd show my face as well.
Well, go on. I didn't want to spend my evening with me mother.
You're going to be all right. Are you sure?
Yeah. How can we have a hen party if Mother Hen's not there?
No, I'm staying with you.
Mum, I'm all right, honest. I can handle it. Go on.
What a little cuckoo in the nest that one is.
Oh, Louise, she's all right once you get to know her.
Is it compulsory?
Hang on. Mum's dozed off in the chair.
Yeah, she didn't sleep very well last night. You know what she's like when she has to travel.
I'm much more interested, though, in what brought you back.
Ooh, hearth, home and a brother?
Lucy, you can do cartwheels round the kitchen, but I'll still be here waiting for an answer.
Oh, God, you sound just like Dad. All right, I got thrown over by a man and I just went all to pieces.
Oh, come on. You've got the same streak of self-preservation I have. You only go down for a short count and then you're up and running.
God, that girl's used every pot, pan and dish in the house.
I'm waiting.
Forgotten?
For a straight answer.
Well, I've just told you I got thrown over by a married man. His wife understood him only too well. So I reached for Mother's little helpers, all right?
You're on tranquilizers?
No, I was. Mum got me off them.
Well, that's all we need. A pill-popping neurotic.
I've just told you it's all over. What do you want to do, search my luggage? You know, I actually thought you were worried about me there for a moment.
You are my sister.
Well, this is a new caring streak in you, Gordon.
Yes, well, just don't try exploiting it, Lucy. I know you too well.
Well, since when did this change in your character come about?
When you see your friends dying around you, it's rather hard to be complacent.
I hope you're being careful.
I'll show you my condoms if you show me yours. And don't change the subject, Lucy. You and this man, come on.
This married man, Jean-Luc, well, got very serious. He wanted to leave his wife for me.
Come on, they never do. Haven't you learnt that one yet?
Well, obviously not. Well, so what if I do go for men that know how to show a girl a really bad time?
Don't you ever take anything seriously?
Well, of course I do. Makes me think I want to share it with you.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
It means, brother dear, that anyone who can be taken in by little Miss Guttersnipe in there isn't worth sharing one's serious thoughts with.
What the hell's going on? Where's Jess? We're all right. She's just gone the bog.
I see you finally managed to organize your domestic arrangements.
What's he doing here? I'm feeding me face. Well, fair's fair. I did bring her to see her granddad.
You brought her here? I've told her never to go anywhere without telling me.
The things that parents tell their children are seldom heeded, Michael.
Chinese wisdom, that. Hey, lad, what's that prawn thing
Look,
called?
Dad, I don't know what game you're playing.
It's called listening to the child. I have listened to my granddaughter, and she has told me some very interesting things.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Sit down, Michael. We have some talking to do, the three of us.
Couldn't we do this somewhere more private?
Oh, you're all right. I've already heard it.
So you see, Michael, everybody in this room knows the cause of your daughter's unhappiness. Everybody except you.
Better after your nap.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Someone open the door.
She's still here. Oh, Lucy, please.
Ah, lovely.
Oh, smashing.
Coffee?
Great. Looks very nice.
Yeah, let me help you with that.
Could use a cup, help digest all that stodge. Lucy. Oh, it was delicious, but very fattening. I must teach you about cuisine minceur next time you come on.
No, you wouldn't like my food.
Oh, nonsense. She loved it. Look how much she ate.
You have to get used to my daughter. She has this funny manner which grows on you after a time.
A bit like fungus grows on a damp wall.
Yeah, take no notice of me, Louise. I've had to work very hard at being the black sheep of this family. A bit difficult when my brother seems to be so good at it.
Oh, chance would be a fine thing. Talking of fungus, did you know that Barry Grant was back on the close?
Would you have to bring him up?
Hey, he's dead handsome, him.
I'll have to fight you for him, then.
I do hope you're not serious.
Of course I'm not serious. I wouldn't so much as look at another man without you having approved of him first, Mother.
Get that down in writing quickly, Anna.
I think my daughter has learned her lesson as far as unsuitable men are concerned.
I should be waiting at the convent gates when they open in the morning.
Pick up a few more habits, dear sister?
That is the worst joke I've ever heard.
No, it's not. Tell the one you told me on the plane.
Why couldn't you just take her back home yourself, Dad?
Because I'm a selfish old man who is about to lose the rest of his family and happily takes the chance to spend a little time with his granddaughter.
You haven't lost Caroline. She's not dead, and we're very much alive.
At my age, long separation is not much different to death.
Has Caroline gone somewhere? I didn't realize that Jess was having such a problem adjusting to Hattie. How could I?
The same way I found out, by asking and listening.
Excuse me. I think you've done enough harm already.
He should have taken her back to the house, but then he gave her attention when she needed it. And yours was obviously elsewhere.
Don't you have any other way of communicating with me apart from constantly manipulating my guilt?
Don't shout at my granddad.
Do you have any other way to talk to me that is not aggressive?
Come here, Jess. I'm sorry. I was worried about you. Look, I'm sorry, Dad. There's just so much happening at the moment.
And you're not alone in your life either. You do have a father.
Sometimes you keep telling me I don't have a father, especially when I do things you don't approve of.
I try to prevent the wrong things happening in my children's lives.
I realized that Jess had disappeared. I
Had a taste of what it must feel like to lose your family.
This is stupid, Chrissy.
Well, stop the car then, Joe.
What?
I said stop the car, please.
What have I done?
It's not you. I've just walked out on Sammy when she needed me.
Do you want to talk about it?
That's what I said to Sammy.
I thought we'd passed the stage of pretending we were meeting out of a sense of concern for Sammy.
Yes, well, that's the problem, Joe.
It was only meant to be a visit to a concert.
Was it?
Well, I suppose it was meant to be whatever we decided it should be, Chrissy.
Joe, I dressed myself up for you.
I don't care about the wrapping paper.
I look like another woman. I thought perhaps if I looked like another woman, I could behave like one, but I can't.
Well, we don't have to go to the concert. We could always do something else.
We were going to do something else after the concert.
I wouldn't have put any pressure on you.
Joe, it's me. It's how I feel. Under pressure, like one touch from you and I'll blow and... Joe, I'm sorry, I can't.
Chrissy, is this it then?
Joe, I'm sorry.
Chrissy? Can I still call you?
Joe, don't you know?
Chrissy!
I hope you enjoy your meal.
Yeah, it was all right, yeah. Hey, listen about Caroline. Where is she? Oh, is this her address?
Your bill.
Ah, there. And what's this king prawns? It was only scampi.
Did your mother tell you about Gran and Gerald's gift to us?
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
What they used to call an art pot.
Well, that wasn't what I called it.
Gran always liked them old and gnarled.
I shouldn't let Gerald hear you say that.
I hope I'm as eccentric as Gran when I get to her age.
I believe in growing old with dignity myself.
Mother's had a hard time, Paul.
Though she does believe in sharing it with everybody in reach.
I knew Lucy reminded me of somebody.
I am totally and utterly unique, thank you, Gordon.
So does Genghis Khan.
Yes, good name for her. Genghis Gran.
Are we home yet, Daddy?
Oh, nearly, Jess, nearly. Had an accident?
You could say that, yeah.
Come on. There we go.
Heartbreaking and heart-wrenching stories of real-life animal rescue are presented next here on Living.
As well.
Well, you know what Jonathan's like. He never mixes business with sentiment.
Shouldn't happen to a dog. It's humiliating.
Well, nice to know we've got first option on the sale, though, eh?
Oh, well, that's very nice, Dad, isn't it? And what was your first reaction on finding yourself homeless, Mr. Sullivan? Well, the first thing I did was send my former landlord a telegram thanking him for asking us did we want to buy the house before he chucked us out.
We'll come to that, though, will it?
No chance. This house won't get sold.
How can you be sure?
Sitting tenants. Would you buy a house if you were told it had death watch beetle, dry rot, rising damp?
Terry.
It's called survival, Sue. Shouldn't happen to a dog.
Ah, our little wanderer returns. Nice to see you back again, Louise. Must say I thought your days of running off were over.
Yeah.
Well, they are, well and truly. In fact, she just wanted to give us time to sort ourselves out. We always knew where we could find you.
Well, I was going to ring you anyway.
Well, I hope Hannah's persuaded you to stay over for a few days. We'd like you to share Lucy's room. Give you a chance to get to know each other better.
Well, what does Lucy say about it?
Well, Lucy's a very practical person. And with 2 young ladies in the house, where else would you sleep?
I just don't want to be a nuisance, that's all.
Well, you mustn't think that you are, because we don't, do we, Hannah?
No, we don't, and you know that.
Hiya.
Oh, hello. I'll just put these in the wash.
I know you're going to get along very well.
Well, I'll just do the business with the kettle then, shall I?
Now then, what would you like for dinner? Something special?
Whatever.
You found her then?
We knew she'd be back at the home.
Would have been better for everyone if you'd left her there.
Do you realise what that girl's been through? The turmoil she's in, not knowing where she belongs?
Well, it doesn't surprise me. She's never in the same place for more than 2 days in a row.
There have been difficulties, Lucy. Otherwise, she'd be here on a more permanent basis. Will be, hopefully, if you can find your way to making her feel more welcome.
I know very little about her, Dad. But what I don't understand is how you can get yourself mixed up with someone who...
Well, someone who needs a lot of affection. Oh, Lucy, her mother doesn't want her. Her father's a violent man. She hates the home she's in.
Please, Dad.
I'm surprised at you. I thought we'd brought you up to have a bit more compassion and understanding than this. Seems we were wrong.
Right, number 3, bathtubs. I get bathed one night and you the next.
OK, but no leaving the soap in a puddle in the soap dish.
I don't.
You did last night.
Well, you woke me up last night when you came up to bed.
If you were a bit older, you'd be able to stay up later.
I'm working on it, all right? Now, number 4, keeping the place tidy.
We're not going to have enough boxes, Michael. I knew we wouldn't.
Well, I'd like to get this lot finished now we've started. Get it out the way. Well, at least the girls are quiet.
Well, let's hope it stays that way, eh? You know what I've been thinking? If we don't actually sell this place, we could rent it for the year we're away.
Well, it certainly solves the storage problem.
Yep.
Yeah, it's worth thinking about.
Over a cup of tea, perhaps?
Absolutely. I'll even let you make it.
What?
Well, I nip down to the supermarket and get small boxes.
What a cheek, eh?
Mwah. So, there's a lot to be said for a big, thick butty.
Yeah, best eaten, not talked about.
I wouldn't mind his car.
What?
The blue one wouldn't mind that. Nice. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
No. Watch that, you're going to spill the crumbs everywhere.
He shouldn't drive so fast.
Yeah?
The fellow with the house up for sale.
Yeah, there's 2 houses up for sale.
Oh, yeah? Hey, there was only one yesterday.
Yeah, well, now there's 2.
Do you know what I reckon?
What?
It's the signs, the breeding. And do you know what else I reckon?
What?
We should give him an hand.
When Jean-Luc's wife found out that we were seeing each other, I was fit for nothing. Mum literally picked me up. She made me see that life was worth living. Took a lot out of her, Dad. Especially after coping with Gran for 3 months. So what I'm saying is she could do without Louise right now.
Whatever happened to this cup of tea?
Oh, sorry. The kettle has boiled. We were just chatting.
I'll do it.
No, that's all right, Louise. I'll manage. Look, why don't you all go through and I'll see to it, eh?
Look, I've got a better idea. Why don't you and Louise go upstairs and sort out the arrangements for the bedroom?
Bedroom?
She's staying. I thought you might like to share. I'd like you to.
Come on, then.
So, anyone fancy going to the John Lennon concert on Saturday?
The memorial concert? Or why don't you just wait and go to mine, because Harry's going to want me dead when he gets old, no danger.
Have you heard from him?
Well, not since 3 o'clock this morning. 7 o'clock last night if he happened to be in Las Vegas, checking to see if his house was still in one piece.
So what did you tell him?
At 3 o'clock in the morning.
I tell you what, have you got his car sorted yet?
Just about. I still haven't got Monty back, though.
Oh, I forgot. There was 2 lads at yours before with a dog.
What was it like?
Well, you know, it had a tail at one end. It was about that big.
Scallies. They'd read the advert. Been getting them every day. They wouldn't know a Yorkshire Terrier from a brushhead.
Oh, Harry adores that dog, Mick. You've got to get him back.
Got any ideas, Sue?
I'll just go and see to Daniel, OK?
I've got an idea. I've been thinking, you know, about money. Well, Harry's car's just lying there idle, isn't it?
So?
Well, it doesn't seem right.
What do you want us to do, sir? Dance?
No, Jonathan's always saying use your assets.
Oh, your assets? You mean like this house?
Oh, leave it out, Barry. Look, we're talking about Harry's car here.
Oh, we're not going to sell Harry's car.
No, rent it.
Rent it?
Rent it? See, your life in your hands going round in that wreck.
Oh, no, it's not even mine to rent.
Yeah, well, I thought it was yours to use while he was away.
Yeah, within limits, yeah?
Well, you're only subletting it, aren't you?
Oh, no. I mean, think of the mileage. And if it gets damaged, no chance.
Sinbad must have seen us. So what's it to him? Objective number 1 is achieved. Number 1? I mean, we've got to do this again. We'll leave a job off done, Growler.
I'll get it. Hi, Sinbad.
Hiya.
It's Sinbad. Make a list.
Hiya.
Come on, you two upstairs. Come on.
Sweet sight.
Sinbad.
Hiya. Is Caroline in?
No, she doesn't live here anymore.
She's gone to London.
Jess! Upstairs.
London?
Yeah, she got a new job. She's gone to make a fresh start.
Well, did she leave an address or anything? I mean, you know, she didn't say to her. She hasn't gone with that fella James, has she?
You better come in, Sinbad.
She should never have had anything to do with him. I kept telling her.
James was killed.
Killed? You mean dead?
Car crash.
I'm not surprised. Was she upset?
What do you think?
Well, I want to see her anyway, so what's her address?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why not?
She's been through a lot.
Well, I'm a friend.
Yeah, I know you're her friend, Sinbad, but I think it would be better if I spoke to her first.
Well, what's wrong with me speaking to her first?
There's nothing wrong with you speaking to her first. It's just...
Well, look, OK. Well, if you won't give me an address, then I'll get it off Michael. Where is she? What's her address?
Who?
Caroline, where's she living?
I've just been telling Sinbad about Caroline.
Come on, why won't anybody tell me? Oh, suppose it's none of my business, eh? Just like it was none of my business when she got mixed up with that no-mark. But if you'd have listened to me in the first place when I gave you the videos and the evidence and stuff, she might be here today.
Sinbad, you're upset. Can we talk about this another time?
Oh, you sure you can find the time? After all, I'm only the window cleaner. She meant a lot to me.
Look, if we want to explain it, you're going to have to come back when you've calmed down.
Oh, stuff your explanations. I just want an address in London. Now, are you going to give it to me or not?
No, not till I'm sure it's what Caroline wants.
It's what I want.
Yes, well, it's Caroline's interests I'm protecting, not yours.
Look, she'd want me to know. Look, there was nobody with her. She was in pain, and I didn't know because I wasn't there.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'll get her address. You just wait and see. And when I do, I'm not going to let anyone know about it because I'll go in my own good time.
Come on, Mick. You know it makes sense.
Sense? Sense is just what it doesn't make. Give me one sensible reason for hiring Harry's car out.
Readies?
Apart from that.
Look, I'm not saying it's right, am I? All I'm saying is it's a chance to earn an extra few quid and nobody's going to get hit.
Harry's recorded the mileage. He's charging me 7p a mile.
OK, so what's anybody going to do in a day? 100 miles. What's that? 7 quid? The rest is profit.
Look, what if something does happen to it, eh? Like Barry says, it's old. Harry's been treating it with tender love and neglect over the years. The chassis could collapse. Anything could happen.
Oh, look, if you worry about what might happen, you'll never make any decisions. Oh, anyway, I'm not bothered. It's up to you. Thinking of using it yourself, are you?
Might be, why?
Nothing.
Still haven't sorted Harry's dogs out, you know.
You said.
Gnomes are all over the place.
Yep.
Oh, look, if it comes back all knackered, I'll have more problems than Alibaba's probation officer.
Look, forget it. It was just an idea. It's only money.
Hey, well, look, I'm not dismissing it out of hand. It's just something we should think about, that's all.
Anna's told me a lot about you.
Has she?
All nice things.
Yes, well, that's Mother's for you.
Do you want me to clean this mess up?
No. No, thank you.
Do you like it in France?
Yep, yeah, suits me.
Never been to France. Never been anywhere really, except down to London once to see me mum. Well, I wouldn't mind travelling a bit. Anywhere. Once I get myself settled. Well, Anna said there's plenty of time for all that sort of stuff once the fostering's out the way.
Dad?
Where shall I put the rest of my things then?
What things?
In my bag downstairs.
Well, where do you normally put them?
In there.
Yeah, we'll put them in there with mine then.
Well, I can leave them in the bag if you want.
Whichever, I don't care.
Will you say?
I've just said I don't care.
Well, whatever's best, I don't mind.
Oh, for God's sake, girl, stop trying to please. You're here. Let's just leave it at that.
Well, Anna wants me here. She said so.
Yeah? Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's the only reason you're here. So don't push it.
Is this all right? It's fine. It's not too short. Sure. I'll just get some sauce. Oh, Liam, I didn't expect you.
Oh, hi, out of sight, out of mind. I brought you them holiday brochures. Got me photos as well of the holiday. Come out great. Look, see me and Cosy.
What makes you think I want to? Look, you just wait here and I'll go and sort my stuff and then we'll have a look.
Right. All right. When you're ready.
Yours, I believe.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Paul. Did it fall down?
Hardly. Walked. Found it in my garden.
I see. Joker's around, then.
Damn nuisances, if you ask me.
Who do you think it could be?
Somebody who needs to grow up.
Oh, whose mind does. I'll take it from you.
Right.
Look at that. It wasn't even worth moving. Of course, the tool have never run smooth, Growler. But I mean, how are they gonna, like, breed like they're supposed to in nature when they're thwarted every time they move closer together? You're nuts. They said that about Nero. Nero was nuts. Ah, but what a romantic. Well, what now? Have you no soul, Growler? I mean, just look at them. Gazing at each other across 20 yards of tarmac. I mean, you can almost hear them calling out. Someday we'll be together again.
So what you're saying is the Brookside branch of the Lonely Science Club goes into action?
Dead right. Only we do it proper this time.
Hey, you're not going to buy that, are you?
Thinking about it.
Well, I've known that house for years. I tell you, it's got a dodgy roof, the windows are rotten, and it's sunk a foot in the last 6 months.
Jeez. Well, thanks, mate.
I wouldn't like to see you get done, like, you know.
Cheers.
Thanks a
Hiya.
lot. Hiya.
Tea will be ready soon.
I'm not really hungry.
We don't have to be really hungry, just hungry enough. I'm starving.
You're always starving.
Only between meals. Do you want a hand?
Nearly done.
Mum says you're staying a while. I'm glad. How do you feel about it?
Okay.
Look, if you're worried about Lucy, you ought to know that
She
she's...
hates me.
With Lucy, what you see is what you get.
Yeah? Well, I don't like what I see. Well, just when everything was going okay with you, Paul and Anna.
But people aren't like sweets. You can't just take what you want and discard the rest. Like it or not, Lucy is part of this family. And if you want that to be your family as well, it's going to be up to you to learn to live with her.
But she hates me.
No, she doesn't. But it's up to you to let her see the kind of Louise that we've seen from time to time. Helpful and considerate and undemanding.
Look, what if I can't?
Well, only you can, Louise. I can't do it for you. And nor Anna, or Paul. But if you think that it's worth fighting for, then fight!
Nice try, girls. At least the colour was nearly right.
You can have that one.
Oh, no, you're all right.
Come on, I've got an egg.
Yeah, but...
Something to throw darts at. Your studio pick is ready next week. You'll have to give us a hand to sort them out before I get them off to the agencies.
Is this for the modelling?
Yeah. What do you think?
It's not that easy, you know. It's not just a question of sending photos off and posing and that.
I know, and there's thousands at it, I know. But even the chance is better than filling shells. The money's rubbish.
Well, what about your DJing? Isn't there any gigs lined up?
Yeah, loads, snowed under. Look, I'd better shoot.
Yeah, thanks anyway.
Stick it on the sideboard. Give the dog something to howl at.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'll tell Anthony I'm going.
What's he doing here?
We just dropped something off.
What have you got there?
What he dropped off? Why?
Well, it looks like a photograph.
Yeah.
No. Signed, is it?
To my darling Tracy, with love from devoted Liam.
Liam?
A joke, Barry? Or have you forgotten what a joke is?
Oh, a joke. Yeah. That's one of them things that ends up being on someone, isn't it? As in, the joke's on you.
Get me coat.
Good.
Listen, I want you to take care of this car, boys, all right?
Yeah.
I don't want it back in the same condition that you're taking it, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Take care of it. I'm going for a picnic on bits, you know. I don't like the look of this, you know, Ted.
Well, just look at what you've got in your hand. And anyway, you're going to have the car back tomorrow, aren't you?
Terry!
Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. Mind you, it doesn't look as much when it's half, does it?
Right.
Hey, that's probably Harry ringing you now.
Hello? Hello? Yes. What? Somebody there? Yeah. Harry? Yeah. Yeah, I've accepted the charge, H. Yeah. All right, yeah. What are you ringing for? No, nothing's broken. The house is still in one piece. What are you ringing for again? Well, I was just wondering, that's all. Monty? Yeah, he's fine, H, honest. Yeah, he's great. Bring him to the airport. Yeah, okay, if that's what you want, H, yeah. But listen, you've still got 3 weeks to go yet, haven't you? Change your plan? What do you mean? A week earlier? 14th of May? No, there's no problem, H. No, nothing to worry about. You just enjoy the rest of the holiday, eh? Yeah. See ya.
$31, $32, $33, $34, $35. I make it 35.
So do I.
Oh, great, so we can both count.
You don't get it, do you?
Oh, get what? I'm up to here with numbers, days, dates. We've got more dates than the palm tree. I'm confused. What are you going on about?
Perry, I'm a week overdue. I think I'm pregnant.
What? Oh, yes, great!
Heartbreaking and heart-wrenching stories of real-life animal rescue are presented next here on Living.
Sue! Sue!
Oh, we'll just have to eat these ourselves.
She said she was off today, though.
She must have gone to her mother's.
Oh, hold on. She mentioned something about Danny. Hospital appointment or something.
What's that for?
The meningitis, you know.
Oh, we must have gone early then. How'd you want it? We've got to be back in half an hour.
Oh, well, never mind. It'll soon pass, eh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I know how much you love your job, you know.
Yeah, I do.
Well, there you go, then.
Do you know, I heard that sausages have got like twice the calories than anything you can put in a butty. What about beans? Oh, we're having beans too.
Don't see why not.
Oh,
Got
yes.
some. Oh, and finger rolls, we've got some of them as well.
Well, hot dogs. We could have hot dogs. Yeah. Hot dogs and beans, better.
I don't know how parents expect you to survive on sarnies.
Fish paste, bacon spread. Whatever happened to nutrition, eh?
Ah, Sammy's got all that. All I could snap was a two-finger Kit Kat.
All right, we're having hot dogs with tomato sauce. Got some of that?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Hot dogs, tomato sauce and beans. Look out Arnold Schwarzenegger, eh? Or in your case, Thingy Robson.
Yeah, Brian Robson. He's got no worries.
I think positive, Growler. What's your problem? Got no confidence?
No, no key.
Oh, hey.
Fancy going out tonight?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Pictures or something?
Yeah, what's on?
I don't know. Tell you what, I'll find out, and I'll tell you when I pick you up from work, eh? What was that?
What was what?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you heard something.
Oh, you've started hearing things now. It's the first signs, you know.
First signs of what?
Old age.
Yeah, I'm not that old, you know. And besides, they say that deafness is a sign of virility.
Who told you that?
What did you say?
Oh, go away.
Anyway, I've still got all my other faculties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a lot older than I look as well, you know.
Meaning what?
Meaning you don't have to pick him up from work every night.
It's no problem.
Yeah, no, but I just have to fit everything in for 6 o'clock or whenever.
Look, I've got the car. I'm not doing anything. I've got time on my hands, so it's no problem, Trace, all right?
You're not hearing me, are you?
You are?
Look, it's a question of independence. I just want a bit of choice in how and when I go home, that's all. Understand? Look, I better get these away. I'm gonna be late back.
You'll be all right. I'll be a bus in half an hour.
Swap you the fish paste. Sacrifices a mate makes. To think that behind that door is a feast fit for the king and all that stands between us is a lot. Yeah, without a key. If Paul Daniels had signed you up instead of the tramway, we'd be in here by now. He knows, you know. Can't prove a thing, like. Look, estate agent signs don't just wander about the close on their own. Who else is he going to suspect? Annabelle Collins? He's got no proof, otherwise he'd have copped us earlier on. Yeah, it's all right, you saying that. You don't even live in this street. If something had gone wrong, you'd have been off like a shot. Well, maybe not that fast, like, but... Do you know, there's something about an estate agent sign that gives a house a certain air. Oh, forget it, Bump. A certain attraction. I mean, look around you. Look at Harry Crosses. There's something missing, isn't there? About a dozen gnomes, yeah? No, apart from that. It's the sign. What sign? Exactly, you've noticed it too. I mean, a sign doesn't just say, for sale. It says, I'm worth selling. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Oh, why? I reckon every house should have one, defo. Well, how are you going to manage it? With your artistic skills and my ingenuity. Suppose it beats fish paste pussies.
Oh, all right, Mick, how's it going?
Bad says real bad.
Why, what's up?
Well, take a look at Harry's house. See anything missing?
About a dozen gnomes. You know he's going to kill you, don't you?
Apart from that. And don't say the dog either, because that's still missing.
The car?
The car. Should have been back last night, hasn't showed up. I knew I shouldn't have let you talk me into ironing it out.
Me?
Well, it was your idea.
Well, it was your mate you lent it to.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was a mate of a mate of a mate. I'd never even seen him before.
Well, what are you going to do, report it?
Oh, yeah. Ironing out a car that doesn't belong to me without insurance.
Well, what about your mate of...
Oh, I tried him, didn't I? Nothing down.
Yeah, I know. Why don't we blow through to all the other camps, ask them to keep an eye out for a Puce Ford Fiesta? I mean, there can't be many of them about, can there?
Nice one, Ted. I mean, it's got to be somewhere, hasn't it?
Hey, mister, which is number 6?
Monty! Oh, where have you been, boy? Oh, hey. Where'd you find him?
He was like wandering around, you know, lost.
Oh, I can't believe it. Hey.
We had a notice about the Tenery Ward.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Sound that, boys. Hey, why is he wearing a different collar?
Well, he never had an on when we found him, right? So we bought him one. Only a couple of quid. We were going to keep him, see?
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, that, boys. Isn't that great, Tez?
Well, that's one problem solved, isn't it? All you need now is a Puce Ford Fiesta with a boot full of gnomes.
Yeah, just go and sort these boys out.
Count me out, eh? The union's cut me up.
Just wandering around, was he?
Yeah, down by the barracks.
Thought I'd seen the last of him, you know.
Just shows you done it.
Sue? What's up? Are you ill?
Sick, not ill. Sick and tired.
Oh, what's the matter? Tell me.
Can't you guess?
Oh, where's Daniel?
He's upstairs asleep.
What do you mean? He doesn't usually sleep at this time. Is he all right?
He's asleep and I didn't see the point in waking him, OK?
Oh, Sue, what's the matter with you? Why are you acting like this?
I'm not acting. This is for real, Terry, the real McCoy. Sue Sullivan, 8th wonder of the world. Sue Sullivan has tried every fertilization technique known to mankind. spore cross-pollination. Who still can't get herself pregnant. I've started, Terry, I've started. Daniel's not going to have a little brother or sister. And you're not going to be a father.
Oh, don't be soft. I already am a father.
Here you go, boys. Thanks. Thanks, boys.
The collar. Took with, remember?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
And the lead.
The lead?
That was another £2.
Thanks, boys.
Come on, let's go.
Back home where you belong, eh, Monty? Monty?
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
Not that much. Not now. We've got to get ourselves on our feet and get ourselves sorted out.
And time goes on and on and on, and I'm fighting this panic inside of me. And the more I fight it, the more I panic and the more desperate I become.
Oh, look, we'll manage. We've just got to keep trying.
What's the point?
Oh, don't say that.
We've done everything we're supposed to do.
Just give it more time, eh?
Time? How much time? It's waiting that's cracking me up, Terry.
Sue, we'll manage it, love. Honestly, we'll manage it. Look, we've got to take Danny to the Aussie this afternoon.
You take him.
He'll need you there.
He'll have you.
I'll need you there.
What good will I do?
Don't talk soft. We're a family now. We've got to do things like a family, especially things like this.
We're 3 people, Terry. When we're 4, you can call us a family.
You selfish bitch!
There you go. Yeah, you recognise your football right away, don't you? Yeah, no messing.
Monty. I know. Look, he's Harry's. Smell the slippers, Monty. Nice, Harry. You remember Harry, don't you? What day is it? Wednesday. Where's that list? Chicken and liver. Let's have a smell of this, mate. Oh, yeah, that was chicken and liver. You liked that, didn't you? Well, look, you are. Look, Harry, he's your master. Smell them. You're not him, are you? But whoever you are, we've got a lot of work to do.
Why?
We're being watched.
Where? I said, don't look round. Just slow down, pretend you're talking over to someone. Oh, yeah, I like him. Yeah? I'm pretending you're Pratt. Oh, yeah, he cracks me up, him. Yeah.
Terry? Terry, please wait.
I'm in a hurry. I've got 10 minutes to get him there.
I'll come with you.
Don't bother yourself.
How will you manage?
Don't worry about it. I'll have to manage, won't I?
Look, you're right. I should go.
I said don't bother yourself.
But you'll need me to hold him.
Oh, just realised that, have you? Well done. If you hadn't been so wrapped up in yourself, you might have thought about that sooner.
But I can get ready. I mean, I'll be a couple of minutes.
Have you seen the state of yourself?
What's it matter what I look like? I'm his mother.
Yeah, when it's convenient, when you're in the mood.
But I want to go now.
Yeah, well, you're too late. His dad's taking him. And anyway, I don't think I'd let you come with us if you were ready to walk out the door this minute. He needs somebody he can rely on, like we all do.
Terry, you've had trouble with your sign moving, haven't you?
I'm in a bit of a rush at the moment, Michael. I've got to get the baby to hospital. I'm hoping Mick's going to give me a hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing serious.
No, he's just going for this checkup. It's just, well, he's too big for this carry cotton. Well, I want Mick's going to hold him for me.
Well, why don't I help you? Go in my car and you can sit in the back with Daniel. I might be able to get you seen more quickly, but I don't promise.
Oh, I don't want to put you out at anything.
Oh, it's no real problem. I've got no surgery, and Jess and Hattie being collected. It'll be no time.
OK, great, thanks.
Good, I'll just get my coat.
No car in the Corkhills. All the Collins. Looks like they're on the way out. The coast is getting clearer and clearer.
The coast is going to have to be really clear before I go out.
Where's your sense of danger, Growler? I mean, life with all the risks taken out is no life at all.
Life without life is what I'll be left with. Me dad catches us.
Haven't you finished them yet?
Nearly.
I mean, what have you been doing? I drawn them for you. All you have to do is colour them in.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Well, get them done. I'm thinking about doing a solo run.
No, you're not.
Well, if you're scared, like.
I didn't say that.
Right. Now breathe deeply. Get the smell of your master up through them nostrils and into your bonds. And while you're doing that, remember, you are Monty. 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 Oh, God. I wish I was a hypnotist. Sorry, Leo. My need's greater than yours now, son. Monty. 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 Harry. Harry's scarf. Harry's cardigan. You like Harry? I mean, stranger things have happened.
Right, Mr. Riley, sir, step this way.
Do you want you to sit now or after the operation?
Both. Sit down. Down to the wood.
Yeah, why not? Then give it a polish.
Doesn't need much doing to it, you know. Hardly anything.
Take time, I'm in no hurry.
Oh, it's your money.
Yeah, it is.
How's the job going?
Which one?
I'm forgetting man of many talents. Not the DJ and not the shelf filling, the model.
I've got my studio pickers.
Oh, let's have a look.
Which one do you think?
I don't know. What's a good one?
I'll get you one done if you want.
Oh, no, thanks. It's just that I had enough trouble explaining the last one.
All right, then don't have one, I don't care.
Liam?
It's all right, doesn't matter.
I didn't mean anything.
They're only photos. Only photos, that's all.
Liam?
I don't need any equity. You said so yourself.
I didn't have enough on my plate. No car. God knows where that is. The known population almost annihilated, and now you. If I was a Cyclops, I'd have a sty now. There's one consolation, I suppose. There's sod all left to go wrong, is there? Look, I'm relying on you. Harry's got to believe that you are Monty. If you let me down, you're a pork pie. Come on. Sue. All right, Sue. Is Terry in?
No.
The cab?
He's out.
Well, did he mention anything about any messages from the other cab drivers over a missing car? Only they're all going to keep an eye out, you know, and nothing. I knew it was a bit of a long shot. Take a look at this. Who'd you say it was? You all right, Sue?
Yeah. You got your dog back then?
No, that's just it. With this, what you see is what you don't get. This is the Mike Yarwood of dogs. A Monty impersonator, would you believe? And I've just paid £10 to be stuck with it. I suppose I'll have to train the thing and hope that Harry doesn't notice. Sure everything's all right?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Anything I can do?
No. No, Ted will be back soon. He's, Mick, he's gone to the hospital.
The hospital? Well, is everything all right with him and Daniel?
Yeah, it's just a checkup. Dr. Choi took them. Well, I couldn't handle it, and he needed me there.
Sue? Hey, don't worry. I mean, Terry's not the sort to hold it against you, is he? Everything will be gone by the time he gets back. Don't worry about that.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm no expert in that, you know, but there's nothing like a smile and a cup of tea when your fella gets home, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Thanks, Mick.
Well, I'm going to take the Great Pretender here for a walk in the woods. Well, that's what Harry'll do, so he might as well know which trees to water. See you later.
Bye.
$17.30 check.
It says R5 on this.
Yeah, well, we're at Pork Chop Hill first, OK?
Which one's that?
Oh, Carlo, what's the point of me making these plans if you're going to forget them all the time?
Well, why do you use stupid names like Pork Chop Hill and stuff?
Because that's how it's done, OK? Right, you ready?
See anybody coming?
No. Hold on, my nose is running. Are you ready now?
Yeah.
OK? Let's go.
Right. Now, this is where you come for your daily constitutional, right? Just thought I'd tell you that, you know what I mean? We see, it won't be me that's bringing you. It'll be old Harry. I've told you about him, haven't I? Yeah, I've told you about him a million times. Well, he's in Las Vegas at the moment, and he's going to be bringing on these walks. Well, he could show some enthusiasm when I mention his name, you know. I mean, he's Harry, he's your master. You're Monty, and he's Harry. Harry, Monty! God help me. God help me, Monty, or whatever your name is. Hey, Tez, I've just seen Harry's car, you know.
Where?
You're welcome. It's been dumped at the top of the road. Keys left in, dry as a bone.
Joking.
Would I? I mean, they must have got this far, then went out of juice.
Just can't trust.
Looks like we've got a recovery job on.
Wait.
Well, you're going to give me a hand, aren't you?
Uh-oh. Looks like silly time again. I don't believe this.
Got any damage?
Well, none that I could see. I'll tell you what there was, though.
What?
About 1,200 miles on the clock and a ceiling sticker in the back.
You what?
Don't be so childish.
Oh, we'll just top Danny off and then we'll go up and have a look, eh?
I didn't dare look under the bonnet.
No juice, did you say?
Who else?
Thanks, him too. We're going to have to push it back.
You'll need a hand, then?
No, it's all right, Michael. You've been more than a big help today.
No. I know 2 volunteers will be more than willing. Excuse me.
Every house should have one, eh, Bump? Objective number 1 was achieved, Growler.
No, it wasn't. If we'd have put a sign up in our garden, then he'd never have knew.
Yeah, must make a note of that.
Don't fancy apologising to all them people either.
Me neither. No good at apologising.
Well, it's either that or did tell me dad.
I'm sorry, Mr. Collins, and we won't do it again. We're sorry, Mr. Corkill, and we won't do it again. We're sorry, Mr. Sullivan, and we won't do it again. We're sorry, Mr. Cross, and we won't do it again.
You all right, Tracy?
What's going on?
What's that nutter he was waiting for you?
Oh, you were like...
I'm not a nutter, Tracy.
What makes you think he is?
What, you never saw him. He was watching you. He was waiting for you.
You've been watching too many scary videos, Barry. He's very shy as it happens.
Hey, Tracy, it didn't look like that to me.
Oh, just stop trying to be a big hero, all right? You just need to show me in the streets. I'd probably scared the shit out of some harmless lad stupid enough to have a crash on me.
Stacey, that's the wrong story from where I'm standing, anyway.
Well, try standing somewhere else, like preferably at home. Because I've told you, I don't want you picking me up from work every night. I don't want it and I don't need it.
Heartbreaking and heart-wrenching stories of real-life animal rescue are presented next here on Living.
Go. Oh, very nice. We could breathe from them now. In a few months, we could be hearing the patter of tiny handbags.
It was good of them.
I thought the traditional parting gift for a doctor was a stethoscope. So how does it feel to have left?
Great. America, here we come.
You're in a good mood.
Ooh, I love you.
But?
No buts.
Oh, I know you well enough by now to know when there's something nagging away down there. And you should know me well enough by now to tell me first.
National Health Service.
What?
Oh, it's just something Davy said, deserting a sinking ship. It was a throwaway line. He wasn't meant to be malicious, but...
Michael, you're going to work in an inner-city medical centre over there. For all you know, it could make your last place look like the best of Booper. Now, come on. I don't want any negative thoughts about us going. Well, look on the bright side. You'll be back in this country in a year, and the cuts, the inadequate facilities, the beggar-my-neighbour attitude, it'll all still be waiting for us.
All right. You're right, as ever.
Now, that's too much of a responsibility for me to carry. I'll settle on being right half the time. But this is one of those times.
What are you doing?
The washing.
I can see that. What are you doing with my clothes?
But they were in the pile. Look, I thought I was helping.
Oh, no, you stupid girl.
What's the matter now?
What's the matter now? Look at it.
I didn't mean to.
God, you really are stupid.
What's going on?
She's put all the washing on one setting and ruined my favourite jumper.
Well, that's hardly the end of the world, is it?
No, just the end of my jumper.
You've got plenty more, haven't you?
That's not the point. She's constantly moving my stuff around. She's used all of my expensive bath salts, probably thinking there was some sort of delousing powder. She's even borrowed some of my clothes, and you and Mum take her side every time.
I didn't do any of it on purpose.
Oh, God, and she makes everything worse by saying that all the time.
Will you just keep things in proportion?
And will you stop mindlessly defending her? Look, I've tried not to lose my temper. I know all the circumstances. I've tried to take them into account, but it's impossible if you keep taking her side.
It's all right for you, isn't it? You've always had everything you ever wanted.
Just calm down.
She's always known how to do things properly. I was only trying to help, and you don't always defend me.
All right, Louise.
But she doesn't understand. Look, she comes back from France and thinks you're taking me out of pity. She doesn't know how it's been. And you don't always defend me. You tell me off like I was your own.
All right.
Look, I don't want to fall out with her. I just want her to like me, that's all.
Just wait for things to calm down, then go and apologise and everything will be fine.
Do you think so?
Yes, I'm sure.
Hiya.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
Why did you know I'd be here?
You mentioned you'd be walking here on Bank Holiday Monday.
Yeah, but I could have changed my mind. I must have said that ages ago.
It was the 27th of April, it was a Friday, and it was the Christians.
What was?
The group who recorded Harvest for the World, don't you remember?
No, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
That Friday when I came in the salon, it came on the radio, and you said it was a nice song. And I said it was called Harvest for the World, but we couldn't remember who sang it. I said I'd find out for next time. Don't you remember?
Look, I talk to a lot of people about a lot of different things.
Suppose you do.
Why were you following me last week?
To apologise. I shouldn't have walked out the salon like that. I hope I didn't get you into any trouble.
No, but why did you walk out?
I had a lot on my mind. Something fell through and I was really disappointed. I'm sorry if I made a fool of myself.
No, you didn't.
Could I come in the salon again, then?
If you want.
Great. I bet you can't guess what fell through. My equity card.
Oh, so male model, DJ and now actor?
When the card comes through, they say I need a few more contracts. Just a matter of time.
You'll be off to Hollywood soon, then?
I'll never leave Liverpool.
Oh, you say that now. Wait till Spielberg's on the phone.
I won't hold my breath waiting. I'm sorry if I frightened you. I was just trying to say I was sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sorry if Barry frightened you.
He didn't frighten me. I just thought it best all round if I left. I didn't want to get you in any trouble with him.
I can look after myself.
Sure you can. He's not meeting you now, is he?
No.
I'll walk along with you for a bit then, eh?
You're all right.
Yeah, but suppose the house doesn't sell. It's hardly the right economic climate, is it?
Don't keep worrying. All houses sell eventually, it'll sell. Now, come on, eat your corn chips and look forward to an adventure.
Quite right.
Sure?
Absolutely. Now, look, we must go through this list again just to make sure.
Again?
It'll take 10 minutes.
Like last night?
That was different. That was sorting out the bulk of the list for today. And it's gone very smoothly.
Oh, good, I am pleased. What's the matter?
I haven't got the details of Tony's car insurance for my company. He's having the car while I'm away.
Is he? How nice for him.
No, I better put it on the main list now before I forget.
Who is it?
It's me. Can I come in?
What do you want?
To say I'm sorry.
You're always sorry, Louise.
I said sorry about your jumper. What else do I do?
Yeah, well, let's just forget it, all right? Just leave my things alone in the future.
All right. I have got my own things, you know.
Well, fine. You've got your things, I've got mine. Let's just leave it at that, OK?
You really mean your mother, don't you?
Beg your pardon?
You've got yours and I've got mine. Well, I haven't got mine. And you're frightened to want to pinch yours. Well, I don't, you know. I really don't.
Look, Louise, I'm only talking about my things. My mother's my mother. She always will be. Now, I'm genuinely sorry that you've lost yours. I'm sorry that there's been a lot of pain in your life. But it's not my fault, is it? Now, if my mother wants to help you through bad times, that's up to her. But just stay out of my hair, Louise, and I'm sure we'll get on fine.
But you don't understand. Look, she's not just telling me through the bad times. She wants me here all the time, good and bad. To be part of the family. Look, Gordon understands. Why can't you?
Because Gordon's had time to adjust to the situation, and I haven't.
But you do see, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Look, should we buy something between us for a birthday?
Who, Mum?
Yeah.
Why?
Like sisters would.
Hi.
Hi.
All right.
You all right?
Yes. Where's Jess?
She's down at Grandad's. I'll have to pick her up later. You can come with me if you like.
Well?
What?
Do you want to go with Michael to pick Jess up?
All right.
You have a nice day.
Yes, thanks. Dad took me to Chester Zoo. You know if... Oh, it doesn't matter.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Hattie, is there something worrying you?
Would you like me?
No, don't be silly. If there's something bothering you, you must tell me. You haven't fallen out with your dad, have you?
No, we've had a great time. I'm going to miss him.
It's not going to be forever. And he might come and see us.
If you two get married, you'll have to change my name.
Of course not.
Is that what's bothering you?
I've been thinking about it.
Well, you stop worrying, Hattie. You're Hattie Gregory, and you'll stay that way. Unless you want to become a Joy.
I think I'll stay Hattie Gregory if that's okay.
Oh, that's another thing for the list.
What?
Don't forget to marry Alison.
Listen, Louise, by all means come and live here, but don't put pressure on me to be close to you, because it just won't work. I'm sorry I got angry about my jumper. Probably fit you now. You can have it.
Look, I don't want your stupid jumper. I just want you to take me seriously, that's all. Well, your mother doesn't, Gordon, and even your dad. He even know things about this family you don't.
I bet you do.
About Annabelle's affair.
What did you say?
Nothing. Nothing. I shouldn't have said it.
You're a liar.
I'm not lying. Look, I only told you to prove Anna trusts me. I just wanted you to know that, that's all.
How dare you? Move in here, be looked after by my mother, and then make up stupid, deceitful stories about her.
I'm not making it up. Look, I only told you to prove I could be trusted.
You're lying. Why should anybody trust you? Least of all my mother. You're just a little girl.
Am I? Am I now? His name was Brian Lawrence. He owns a garage. Gordon worked for him and he's a magistrate. Still is.
What now? Louise?
Where are you going to?
I don't know.
Do you want a lift?
No, thanks.
Well, how do you know you don't want a lift if you don't know where you're going to? Do
I don't know what I want anymore.
you want to talk about it?
What the hell are you doing in the middle of the close?
Look, I was just
No,
trying
it's all right. Forget it. I'll deal with it. Just go. We've got to go.
Look after yourself.
What was all that about? And will you please tell me why Louise has locked herself in the bathroom and refuses to come out and speak to me?
That was an old friend giving me comfort, all right?
Oh, was it now? And Louise? Lucy!
What?
What's happened between you and Louise? Tell me.
All right, Dad, if you must know, I have just been told by an almost complete stranger that my mother had an affair with someone called Brian Lawrence. And did you know that?
Modelling, DJing and acting.
I play football in the winter, tennis in the summer, and I swim whenever I can. What do you do to keep fit?
Not.
Don't believe that. Not looking the way you do.
Look, I know you're going out of your way walking with me.
I don't care about that. I like being with you.
Yeah, I'm flattered, but I think I'll get off. I'm starving.
So am I. Let me buy you a pizza.
Thanks, anyway.
They're very quick. They're genuine Italian. I've been here before. Or should I get us a taxi?
I tell you what, we'll go in, have a pizza, I'll pay, and then I'll leave you here and I'll go and get a taxi.
Sounds good to me. Not sure about you paying, though.
I am. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell her. I mean, it isn't like it seems.
Isn't like it seems? What exactly did you say to her, Louise?
I just wanted her to know that I could be trusted. Like one of the family.
Is this what you consider to being one of the family? Opening old wounds, causing trouble?
No, I wasn't causing trouble. I just wanted her to know.
That Anna had had an affair? That our marriage was under threat?
No. That I could be trusted.
Well, you proved that you can't be trusted, haven't you, Louise? That's what you proved.
I should be thankful you don't work in a betting office. I'd end up bankrupt.
Why?
I'd come in every day to see you, and I'd have to bet, and I'd lose.
Oh, so you're saying if I was a barmaid, you'd end up an alcoholic?
And if you were a waitress, I'd end up fat.
Maybe you're not eating.
I'm not hungry.
You said you were.
I just wanted to be with you, and you were hungry. I just want you to know exactly how I feel about you.
Look, I think I know. I don't think we should talk like this.
Ti amo, mi ami. Should we talk like that?
What language is that?
Italian. Pizza land.
I've been to Italy.
Have you?
Yeah, for the day.
Italy for the day?
Lake Como. It was a school trip to Switzerland. How come you can speak Italian?
My mother's half Italian. I can't speak it very well, but she likes us to try when we go over there on holiday.
Must be boss having relatives abroad.
It is. If you ever want a cheap holiday in Padova, just say so.
Where's that?
Between Verona and Venice.
Oh, sounds lovely.
It is.
Don't.
I love you.
Look, don't say that. I'm going.
Don't go. Please, finish your meal. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Pencil, for God's sake. America is full of pencils, believe me.
And rugs. They do have rugs over there.
My rug is different.
Ah, so it's sentimental nonsense when I can't find my pencil, which happens to be the propelling pencil which was presented to me when I finished my time as a houseman. But when it comes to your rug, that's a different matter. It's almost a special case.
And now you leave my rug out of this. We love that rug, don't we, Hattie?
I think it's a silly old rug.
Hattie Gregory, my own flesh and blood.
That is like me. You've got good taste, haven't you? Now, is someone going to give me a hand with this, please?
All right. If you promise me you will stop going on about every little thing.
As soon as we've worked our way through the list.
Oh.
Thank you.
Liam, I think this was probably a mistake. I don't mean... It was just a meal, all right?
Of course it is. I shouldn't have said that before.
No, you shouldn't.
Even though I meant it, I shouldn't have said it.
Look, Liam, you're very nice and you're very easy to talk to and that, but...
Don't say I'm just a customer.
Something like that, yeah?
Did you tear my photos up? You kept them, didn't you?
I didn't tear them up because I'm not a vandal, but I didn't keep them so I could keep looking at them.
But you did keep them. And you're here now. All right, it's only a meal, but you're here. Do you know how long I fancied you? Even before this.
You've kept this all this time?
Yeah, it's not as good as looking at the real thing, though. Tracy Corkill, top stylist.
Yeah, well, I get enough practice with you, don't I?
It'll be ages before it needs cutting again. Can I see you before then?
Look, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to lead you on.
I don't mind you leading me on. You're here now, and all I say is that we do this again sometime, like tomorrow and every night. I'm only joking. No, just some other time. You might even get to like me.
I don't dislike you. I just don't know what to say.
Say you'll come out with me again.
Again?
We're out now.
Yeah, and I better be going home.
I'll see you home.
Look, don't push it.
Potraveri il conto. Can I have the bill, please?
Give it to me, please. She's about as Italian as I am.
Alison, what are you doing?
Just livening the place up a bit. We're going to live in America for a year. To look at you, anyone would think you're about to go to prison. Cheer up.
Only if you turn that down.
And I'll tell you what else we are going to do.
What?
We're going to have a farewell party.
Alison, don't be silly.
Oh, on the contrary, I'm going to be very silly.
You're not serious. A party? You are serious. We haven't sold the house.
Oh, come on, Michael. It's out of our hands. All you can do is put it on the market. You can't force people to buy.
But what if it stays on the market for months?
Well, take the worry out of it and rent it like I keep suggesting.
We're going to America. How am I going to organise it?
Well, I have heard they have phones over there. Come on, think positive, man. Make a list.
Of what?
Well, got people to invite to the party.
Lucy's still out then?
With Anna. God knows where they've gone.
Look, I'm sorry.
Anna put a lot of trust in you, Louise. More than I think was good for her. And I put a lot of trust in you, and what have you done? You've betrayed us. God knows what's going through Lucy's mind.
Look, I'm sorry.
Sorry isn't the answer. What's happened?
I dropped a plate in the side and it cut me arm.
Oh, Louise.
It was an accident.
I'm sure it was. I think you might need stitches. Hold it up as high as you can.
Oh, I'm not going to hospital. I hate hospitals.
If you have to go, you have to. I'll go and see if Michael Choi is in.
Oh, it'll be all right.
Now, don't be silly. We have to make sure. Here, wrap this tightly round your arm. I won't be long.
What's happened now?
It was an accident.
Louise was drying the dishes. A plate broke and she's cut herself. I'm going to see if Michael Choi is in. I think she might need stitches.
Something just a little bit convenient about all this, isn't there?
Why'd you say that?
Well, you've upset Mum today, and Dad. And I think this is just one of your little stunts to get their sympathy.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
What are you doing here, frightening the life out of me?
Where have you been? Been waiting for ages.
I stopped for something to eat on my way home from work.
On your own?
Why?
Because I'm asking.
I stopped for something to eat on my way home from work. Do I ask you where you spend every minute?
All right, there's no need to bite me head off. So where have you been?
It's with me, Dad.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm one of the big girls now, Barry. See, key of the door. I don't have to account for my every move to anyone.
Look, Stacey, I don't know what's got into you. I don't mean you had something going. I was only asking you the question.
Yeah, and I've just answered it.
Did you go with the fella?
Look, I stopped for a pizza with a friend, all right? Don't come that caveman routine with me because I've been on my feet all day and I'm tired and I can't be bothered.
Well, I've been waiting here to see you. But I don't go chasing no one. And I don't take that crap from anybody. So when you get your head together, you get in contact with me. All right?
Oh, hold still, nearly finished. You're very lucky. Could have been quite nasty. You'd have to be more careful in future.
I will.
Now try and keep the dressing clean.
Where's your mother?
Out. She's all right. No thanks to Madam in there. She'll be back in a minute.
Right.
Good. Look, I'd like us to talk later. Are you staying in?
Probably.
It's all in the past, you know, this business between your mother and Brian Lawrence. There's no need for you to worry.
I'm not worried, Dad. But you can see that that girl's trouble, can't you?
Later, Lucy. How is she?
She'll live. It's purely superficial, no need for stitches.
So obviously self-inflicted.
Lucy.
What do you think, Doctor?
I don't think it's my place to comment.
Who's ever cut their arm in the way she described? You and Mum are being used and manipulated.
Later.
No, Dad. It's just a fine piece of drama she's put together to draw attention to herself and get everyone's sympathy. Well, like it or not, she doesn't fool me.
Find out about the treatment of injured baby seals and sea lions at a mammal rescue centre. Animal Rescue, next.
no sign of her.
Is it worth phoning the police?
No, of course it isn't.
Well, nobody's seen her all day, Dad. Anything could have happened.
Don't. She must have left here about 8 o'clock this morning. It's just gone 4 now. This isn't the first time she's done this, and frankly, I'm fed up with her behaviour.
She was hurt and upset.
What was the row about?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well, it must have been something pretty serious if she did injure herself.
Well, we're not sure she did.
But if she did, then she's obviously crying out for help. I think we should call the police.
Well, she'd love that, wouldn't she? I can just imagine the police being here when she turns up and says she's been shopping in town and wonders what the fuss is all about.
Oh, that's too cruel. I agree with Gordon.
Oh, give her another hour at least. She'll turn up. You'll see.
I can't just sit here doing nothing. I've got to go out and try and find her.
Now, Anna, don't waste your time. She could be anywhere. She'll turn up eventually.
Will she?
I think Mum should go. It's better that she's doing something rather than just sitting here worrying.
Hey, have you seen me blue shirt?
It's downstairs.
You look tired.
I'm fine. Busy at work on top of the jobs. What do you want for your tea and I'll nip down the shops?
Hey, slow down. Did you get enough sleep last night?
Enough. Did all the ironing.
Oh, stop worrying, eh, and settle down.
I'm fine. Why should I be worried?
Look, we've got a wonderful son. There's a lot of people who'd love to be in our position. And in time, he's going to have a brother and a sister to play with. So don't go getting yourself all worked up. Look, just got time to make us a cup of tea. Have a bite to eat. You don't have to go to the shops, you know. I've got time to have a little play with Danny. But first of all, I've got to find my shirt.
It's on the ironing board.
Don't worry, eh? It'll happen in time.
Hello? Oh, Mona, how are you? No, she's out at the moment. What decorators? Oh, no, I doubt that. She's got a lot on her plate at the moment. All sorts. Yes, I'll tell her to ring you when she comes in. What was that crash? What are the decorators doing? OK. Yes, I'll tell her. Goodbye.
Is that Gran?
Yes. She's having trouble with decorators and wants your mum to go up and sort things out.
As if she hasn't got enough to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. Wish Louise would contact us and tell us what's happening.
We should take it out of her hands.
Well, how do you mean?
I think we should call the police.
No, at least not yet. Wouldn't do Louise any favours having the police looking for her.
Well, a while ago you were against calling the police because you said, oh, she's just making fools of us and that's what she wanted to happen. Now you're against calling them because you're saying, oh, it's not in her interest. Which is it? Seems to sum up our attitude to Louise all along, doesn't it? Well, what is she to us? She's whatever we want her to be, changing from day to day.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Well, think about it. It's true. I'm as guilty as anybody, for goodness sake. I mean, some days I talk to her as a member of the family. Other days I just treat her as a lodger.
Well, isn't that the way we treat each other all the time? Good days, bad days, off days. Isn't that what living together's all about?
Yeah, but the difference, Dad, is we're family. We can shout and scream at each other because underpinning it all is family bonding. Louise doesn't have that. Row with her just throws her back out into the cold again. No wonder she's insecure.
We've done our best for her.
Well, it suited us.
Bye.
More?
Yep, the Moonies.
The entire cult?
Ah, Joe and Karen. I work with Joe, you know. You met him at the university. Karen works for BL.
Oh, Karen. How many is that now?
20, including the neighbours that can make it.
20?
Well, it isn't a lot. Come on, where's your party spirit?
Let's go for it. All right, sir.
Hi, Mick.
Tell him that I filled it up, the oil and water's checked, and the job's a good one.
Come in and tell me yourself. You look as though you could do with a cup of tea.
Nice one. All right.
All right.
I filled it up, the oil and water's checked, and the job's a good
Yeah, it's a good day.
Ah, so.
I'll go and get you a drink then, Mick.
Oh, thanks, sir.
Do you want Terry?
No, I'm all right, but we'll have a pint here for the lad.
And how's little Danny Sullivan, eh? With a name like that, he should be on the stout, shouldn't he?
He's sound, aren't you, son?
tell you what, it's great to see him fit again, isn't it?
Well, I can't tell you how I felt when he was ill, you know.
Yeah, I know. I felt when I was one of mine.
Makes you appreciate everything being just nice and simple, doesn't it?
I know, give me plenty of that every time. And he's going to be a taxi driver like his daddy.
He certainly isn't. He's going to be an accountant or a solicitor, aren't you, eh, mate?
Hey, he's coming on, isn't he, Sue?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, love.
Won't be long before he's in his first Liverpool kit.
Yes.
He will not.
Hey, you never told him.
No? Why should I be anything?
Funny women, aren't they?
He can have his first football kit when he starts school.
He'll be a centre forward, just like his dad, aren't you?
So how are your kids then, Mick?
Well, they're great, thanks, Sue. Don't see enough of them, though.
I don't know how you manage.
Circumstances. You two think yourselves lucky and appreciate what you've got. Listen to me getting sentimental in my old age.
Yeah, I know. I better get off to work. So we are, babe. Do you want to take him? Right, you coming over to watch the match Saturday? I'll get a few cans and that in, you know.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, I'll let the dog out as well.
Oh, nice one. Right, see you, Sue. Hey, look, if you could get used to calling them Monty, it'd be a big help, you know.
You won't get away with that, you know.
I don't think that's it.
Harry's expecting to see that dog at the airport when you go to pick him up, and I'd just love to be there to see his face.
Get out of it. I'll be awake all night. See you later.
See ya.
Bye, love. Have a good night.
Yeah, take it easy, all right.
I wish he was your dad. If only I could change things.
How many toys is Hattie taking?
Oh, I've told her to keep it to a minimum, just her favourites.
Jess wants to take her doll's house.
Tell her you'll get her an American version.
Well, that's a good idea. Plus, we can get an American rug as well.
Now, why on earth would we want to do a thing like that? Good try, Michael.
I'm taking some stuff over to Dad's later. Do you fancy a run out?
No, I better not. I've got a big party to sort out.
Oh, it's a big party now, is it?
Oh, 20 to 25 people, is that big?
In this house, it's a crowd.
Now, come on. You're supposed to be selling this place, not running it down.
I could rent it, you know.
Then do it. It's simple. I think I'll give Caroline a call.
I'm really looking forward to going to America now, even with the rug.
Finally.
Hey, I could rent it furnished.
What a good idea of yours. I'll call Caroline.
Hungry, are you? Well, before you get your prime chunks and your doggy chocks, we're going to try a little experiment. And you're going to get to know and love Harry Cross if it's the last thing we do. And then you mixed up little canine, will come to realise that you are Monty. You ready? Right. You're Monty, I'm Harry Cross. Well, this is what he looks like. Except he's shorter and uglier. And he'll talk to you all the time. All right? Now pay attention. Some more bills came today. I've got a bad heart and nobody cares. Kevin only rings every Preston Guild. And hey, my pension's not keeping up with inflation, you know. Oh, and this poll tax lark. How do they expect an old age pensioner like me to have that sort of money? Don't they realise I fought for this country and the likes of them? Oh, come on, Monty, make the effort, will you? Look, this is where he sits, and you're supposed to come over and play the faithful, obedient mutt. Oh, what's the matter with you? Just pretend I'm Harry, will you? Oh, God help me. It's better when you barked. Go and get your dinner. He's gonna kill me. He will. Harry Cross. Oh, I give up.
Hello? Yes, it is. No, she's out at the moment, I'm afraid. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just call him for you now. Hold on. Dad, it's Mrs. Mackay. Coming. He won't be a moment.
Is your mother with her?
No.
Hello? Huh? Oh, no. Does she want us to come round for her? Oh, I understand. Yes, that'll be fine. We'll be in all evening. Goodbye.
What's happened?
Louise has been caught shoplifting. A packet of sweets, Mrs. Mackay said. She'll come round later to talk to us.
Where's Louise now?
Mrs. Mackay's taken her back to the home. Why did she steal a packet of sweets? Huh, this is the last straw.
She obviously did it because she was upset about yesterday.
Where would we be if everybody went stealing because they were upset about something? Society be in a fine state.
It isn't as simple as that, Dad, and you know it. We've let her down.
We've let her down? We've done everything we can for her. Taken her in, fed her, treated her like one of the family.
A bit like the family pet at times.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, treated her well at times. Talked to her. And then cast her aside when Lucy came home. Do you remember when Lucy stole all that shampoo from the supermarket?
She was under a tremendous amount of pressure at the time.
And Louise isn't? It's true, Dad. Think about it.
I have. I've cared and worried about Louise as much as anybody else in this house. Oh, yes, I have, Gordon. But enough is enough. She's had more than her fair share of chances.
Harry'll go mad when he sees how many miles this car's done. This car belongs to Harry Cross. I don't believe it. He'll think the car's been round the world twice and you've been brainwashed against him. Harry Cross!
All right, lads, where are you going?
Wood Street, Upper Parley and the Apollo.
Hey, the Apollo's closed.
It's all right, my old fella works there. Get him in.
Hey, is he going to be all right?
It's his birthday. He's had a few, like, but he's all right.
Well, he's not going to be sick or nothing, is he?
No, definitely not.
And he works down the Apollo, does he?
Yeah, do you know him?
Why, what's his name?
Dickie Lewis.
Can't say it rings a bell.
All right, Sue.
Oh, hiya, Mick. Come in.
No, I'm not staying, love. Look, I want you to help me with a little experiment.
Yeah, if I can.
Right. Just say...
Harry Cross.
Oh, you're all right, Sue. I thought it might be the way I was saying it, you know. Say it again.
Harry Cross.
Thanks, Sue.
Shut up, Bob.
You look after him, won't you?
Yeah, don't worry. Oh, yeah, he's coming round.
Oh, hey, just make sure he's not sick, you know.
Hey, there's no chance of that, mate. He's a bit of an old trooper. How much do we owe you?
Are we paying individually, then?
No. They'll sort you out at the Apollo. To pay for a taxi for him every day.
Oh, fair enough.
I'll tell you what, I'll shove this in his pocket anyway. All right, mate. See you later.
I'll take this to the tip and drop the boxes off at Dad's and pick the girls up. You sure you don't want to come?
No, I better not. I hope they got on all right.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be spoiled to death by now.
Where's the stereo?
At a guess, I'd say about halfway across the Atlantic with the rest of the stuff we shipped. You'll have to cancel the party.
I'm sure I can borrow one from somebody. Oh, we should invite Mick.
Why?
Because I want to invite him.
Any special reason?
Yeah. I think he's very sexy.
Ah.
Well, we always said we'd be honest with each other.
There's honesty and honesty.
But not as sexy as you.
Honestly?
Honestly. But I still want to invite him.
All right. I think the quicker I get you out of the country, the better. Tell me about Nick.
There's nothing to tell. I just like talking to sexy men.
This is a side of you I know nothing about.
This is a side of me you know everything about.
So, what makes a man sexy?
Well, as a scientific researcher, if I could answer that, I'd probably make $1 million.
I will tell you this, though.
Oh, yes.
I knew from the first moment I saw you we'd be lovers.
Oh, good.
Don't you believe in sexual chemistry?
Is this a scientific debate or a philosophical discussion?
Neither. It's an offer.
Sorry. Party comes first and I have to go to the tip.
The night is young, and so are we.
Is that all right, then?
Is he going to be all right on his own, then?
Yeah, no problem. Look, gotta go, Dad. This guy's dropping you at the club, all right? Here's a couple of blueies. It's like this all the time. Drop them at the Apollo, and they'll sort you out. Any sweat, and we put a few bob in his pockets. Just help yourself. All right. See you now. Ta-da.
Listen, Pop, if you feel sick or anything, you know, just give us a shout, eh? I used to go down that Apollo Club myself years ago. Great club. I'm married now, though, got a kid. Can't go there anymore. Hey, but all of them your kids, you know.
I love you. I love you as much as any mother has loved any other baby. But I love Terry. And I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm frightened that we're going to split up. I just want everything to be all right and ordinary. I'm sorry. You just want to go to sleep and your silly mum keeps going on and on, but I've got nobody else to talk to, you see. Only you. Only you. Good night, Daniel. And I'm so sorry if I've messed things up for you. I think a little brother or sister might make it almost all right. And I'm doing my best. I've done wrong, you see. And I know I can never make it completely right. But perhaps I can slowly put it back together again. I just need to get pregnant. But don't worry. Even if I don't, I'll make sure that you'll never want for anything.
OK, Pop, we're here now. Come on, time to go to work. Come on, Pop. Oh, what a Lewis's!
So how is she?
It's difficult to say. I expected her to be upset, but she's more defiant than anything.
That doesn't surprise me.
Did she say why she did it?
She said she was hungry.
That's ridiculous. She can have anything she wants here, and she knows it.
Well, obviously, she's a much troubled girl. She did say that nobody cared for her here since your daughter returned home.
Why do you think my wife's still out there looking for her? What other woman could have done as much as your mother has for a complete stranger?
Dad, people are doing it all the time, thank God.
Well, you know my views on that subject.
Is the supermarket pressing charges?
I'm afraid so. It's a police matter now. She'll be viewed as an habitual offender.
What can we do to help her?
You could speak up for her in court. Though I have to say that at the moment she says she doesn't want to see any of you again.
Does she really mean it?
Obviously, I mean...
Here's Mum.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Who's your friend?
Oh, someone left him in the back of the cab. I don't want to drive with him all night, do I? Oh, you worth a couple of quid?
Hey, what are you going to do with it now?
I want to leave it in my house.
Not in this house, you're not. It gives me the creeps.
Where am I going to put it, then?
Well, I don't know. Anywhere but here. Take him over to Mix.
you're not going to believe this.
You haven't, have you?
Yeah, I have.
In broad daylight? Do you think you'd know them again, like?
I was just 4 scallies, wasn't it? I think it's worth anything.
Who knows?
Sue won't have it in the house.
So it's, Roger the Lodger then, eh?
Yeah, he said his name was Dickie Lewis.
Gets worse.
No, well, there's me sitting there scratching my head thinking, oh, I know that name.
Hey, do you want me to come with you and we'll try and find them?
It'll be a waste of time. I'll just have to put it down to experience. And don't you tell anyone.
Oh, Scout's answers.
Yeah. Right. I'll have to get off. I'll see you.
Hey, and, try and have an uneventful evening, eh?
Yeah, all right, I'll try.
Hurry, Cross.
You have to remember she's really quite young. There is one thing that would go in her favour if you were prepared to do it.
And what's that?
Well, I hesitate to suggest it with your husband's attitude at the moment, but it's my duty to Louise. If you completed the fostering procedure, made a definite commitment, I'm sure the court would be sympathetic to her.
Do you think that's what Louise really wants?
Well, isn't that why she stole the sweets? You have to be sure. And it could be more cruel to decide to foster if you aren't 100% certain.
Is anybody ever 100% certain?
Well, that is a bit optimistic, I suppose.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, Mrs. Mackay. We have to be cruel to be kind. I think we should make a clean break with her now and not give her any false hopes.
But you're talking about Louise. If we abandoned her now, she could end up in a detention centre. It's a turning point in her life.
In her life, not ours.
You can't just abandon her.
But you can't decide to foster her just to get her out of this jam. It has to be a long-term commitment.
I think we should think about it and sleep on it.
But you are in favour of fostering her, aren't you?
Yes.
So am I.
Well, I'm against. And I know what Lucy would say if she were here.
Coming up next, the tale of the show cat in need of emergency surgery. Animal rescue. After the break.